I've been giving some thought to doing a series of videos, mostly from my studio here, which is the driver's seat of my van. Um, kind of compensating for the way I used to write. I used to do a lot of blogging, a lot of opinion pieces, elements of interest. I would often tell stories. And I enjoyed doing that. But I'm not sure people are going to be reading things like blogs. However, it seems that a lot of people watch videos. I watch quite a few. There are a huge string of videos I watch. I enjoy them. I learn a lot. I learn a lot from those. I watch some where people are largely expressing opinions, and many of those are interesting. I'm not a particularly social person, so I don't spend a lot of time in conversations, which is, well, I guess it's something I would normally miss, but it's not an important thing to me. I just interactions at work are sufficient. Just small interactions. I don't require a lot of social interaction. Um, this is possibly due to my particular form of autism. I apparently have some Aspergian characteristics, things that reflect long ago, deep in the past, my childhood, my growing up. My daughter has essentially diagnosed me. She's not a professional, of course. She just has a lot of experience and has done a lot of studying on the subject because my grandson, Lucas, is autistic. And she learned these things in order to be an effective mother and has done a great job of it. I've had to adapt over the many, many years. Nobody knew what this was. It wasn't a thing when I was growing up. I was just a little different. I had to learn to manage social life without any innate skills, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of pity for that, or self-pity, or need for pity. Um, I simply grew up because that's what you do if you don't die. Uh, I don't entirely lack interest in social interaction, but it's not very strong. It's very, very weak. One time, a pastor of ours, just in an aside in a conversation, said, "You don't need people, do you, Mike?" And I think I knew what he was talking about, and I have to admit, I really don't need people. I don't dislike people, although I find social interaction challenging, even painful quite often. But I'm not anxious for anyone's sympathy with regard to that. Understanding, perhaps. I know it's hard for my wife, who has more or less what you call normal or common social needs, and I'm not satisfactory in that in a lot of ways. I try, but I'm really not that good, even after all these years. I consider myself an individualist. I think I've felt that way most of my life, perhaps my entire life. I chose politically libertarianism because it is most consistent with what I see as individualism, the collectivist approach of any of the political parties tends to, well, it just doesn't seem like it really benefits the individual. They're always subsuming your individualism to the group, to the party line, and that is not really something I want. Anyway, this is just kind of a first video. We're running close to 6 minutes now, and I don't want to go overly long. This is essentially just a practice session to try and learn how to do this. Some of my videographer friends, the people I follow on the internet, have become quite adept at talking to the camera because they do it a lot, and you only do it a lot if you do it a lot, and this is just the beginning. So anyway, I'm gonna call this one at this point. Hopefully I'll develop some skills and perhaps be uploading these and finding out if I get any interaction from people. Anyway, I'm going to sign out now.